What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I honestly didn't even know what to title this video, but you'll know what just happened with Lyft. They took looks away, and you think after they did that, big pay cut, you think that some driver said, well, we're going to send out a message. We're going to let you know what happens when you cut our pay. Right off the bat, I want to ask you guys a favor. Give this video a like so the algorithm will spread out the message. Because this video is the kind of videos that it'll be nice for the YouTube algorithm to spread out. To remind them drivers that are sending the wrong message out that you're doing it wrong. And you think some drivers with nicer vehicles, forget about me. I mean, all I got is a Model 3. But I do know a lot of drivers here in the LA area with, higher to the BMWs or Model S, S-Class and all that were doing nothing but looks. They took a pay cut. You think that some of those drivers will turn around and say, we're not taking any of these trash rides that you're making us take. By the way, ever since last week when they took looks away, I haven't got a single ride. I mean, I do get requests, but they're all trash rides. So what's been happening, I mentioned in the past, you already know if you've been watching my videos, I do my own ride, my own private rides. This past week, I did 27 of them, and out of the 27 rides, 16 of my riders that got on the car had told me same thing. They said, hey, I don't know what's going on with Lyft, but we noticed this. When we go out for lunch, quick ride, we seen guys showing up with like BMWs, S-Class and all that. I mean, what was it? They doing some kind of promo or whatever. And that tells me right there that there's a bunch of drivers that are not caring about the change and they still taking trash rides on a nicer vehicle. Listen, you do with your car whatever you want, but what you're doing is you're telling Lyft, hey, it's okay what you did. We're okay with that. We'll go ahead and take people for a block and a half for $3. I'll tell you one thing. The other thing, I went ahead and asked him, hey, let me ask you, was it a Comfort, the new Comfort, whatever, right? And they're like, no, this is a regular Lyft ride. We're paying $8 just to go down the street. When looks used to be 20 something. So if you're taking a ride where the passenger paid $9, I know for a fact you only got a little bit of money on a nicer vehicle. If what you're trying to do is to screw every other driver over because you're pissed off, hey, you're doing it. Because the message you're sending to Lyft is, it's okay what you did. We're okay with it. We're okay with a pay cut. We'll still take all these trash rides on my S-Class, on my BMW, on my new Tesla Model S plant. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. Again, I didn't suffer a lot because yeah, I had looks turned on for I'll say 98% of the time on Lyft after I found out that my Model 3 was able to do looks, and then early in the mornings, that's when I drive. Again, I have a job. Lyft and Uber is what I do on the side. Early mornings, I will turn on looks just to see what's up. Because every now and then, I will get a trip to the airport. That was a decent trip. A trip that Uber will pay $45 or maybe $30-ish or $45. A looks trip with Lyft would have been at least upwards of $70. And it was a nice boost for the morning. So it didn't hurt me a lot, but I know a lot of drivers here in the LA area and in some other markets that looks was all they did. And that was now taken away. And again, by some of you out there saying, whatever, we'll take all these trash rides. Hey, you're sending the wrong message. We're here to make money. I understand everybody's situation is different. I understand that some people say, hey, listen, I got to keep on driving. I understand that. Me too. I got to keep on driving too, but I can show you my Lyft app. Matter of fact, if you're new to the channel, you make it this far into the video, go ahead and subscribe. Later on today, I'll post my weekly earnings report, and you see that The last ride I did with Lyft was last week. The last Lux ride that came in, I think it was a $20 ride. That was it. And I didn't do any other rides because I was upset or whatever. Yeah, I was upset, but I didn't do any more rides because every single time, no matter what time of the day it is, I turn on that Lyft app, all I get is trash. Look at this. This morning I got a bunch of rides that were 9, 8, 11 miles to the pickup, and another 10 miles to the drop off for $17.92. Come on now. I got some that was even worse. I got one for $11 that was like 9 miles to pick up the passenger and 13 miles to drop off for $11 up. Again, if you don't care, you do with your car whatever it is that you want to do, but you're sending the wrong message out to Lyft. You're telling them the pay cut that you guys just came up with, it's okay. We're going to bend over. We're going to lube ourselves up. You go ahead, do me again. You're dragging a lot of other drivers with you. You're screwing up the little side hustles that they have. Again, I know drivers here in LA, all they did, whether it was early in the morning, the middle of the day, at night, all the little side money was from Lux. Some of these drivers, they just open up an Uber account because that's all they had. Only had the little Lyft account. If they can knock off a couple of Lux rides whenever they go out, they were okay at the end of the month. But now, with Lux rides gone, they've been opening Uber accounts just to see if they can kind of level up, for what's going on. But and again, if you're one of these riders, one of these drivers that's doing this, man, you're not helping anybody. You're screwing yourself too. You're putting a lot of wear and tear on a Lux vehicle for way less money. We all know how much the difference is. I got Lux rides that were only 1.5 miles for whatever to pick up and less than half a mile to drop off for $20-something. That same ride with Lyft is probably like $3. If you're saying yes to that, man, or ma'am, I don't know, man. Let me know in the comment section what market you guys are working on. And let me know what changes you've seen. Let me know if you've been, if you've been getting the extra comfort, whatever request. Because honestly, ever since they took them away till this day, every morning even in the afternoon when I turn on the Lyft app, I have not had a single request come to me. That's the new extra comfort that my Model 3 supposedly qualified for. And again, here in LA, we have 2 categories on Lyft now. We got one that says regular Lyft rides and extra comfort, and we have another category that's Lyft, share, and extra comfort. I've been watching some of the videos from other guys outside of California, and I've seen how they only got one category with everything mixed on it. But let me know in the comment section, though. Let me know if you notice any changes, if any of you passengers have told you, hey, we notice the same thing. We see people coming with nicer vehicles that before we would have had to pay Lux to see a vehicle like that. I'll be interested in knowing if this same thing is happening in other markets. And again, I'm not going to be surprised if some of you have noticed in your market, because believe it or not, I also do, Uber as a rider. Not Lyft a lot, but I do Uber with the wife whenever on the weekends we're gonna go out for a drink, and we do get on the rider side of things. And I'll be interested in knowing if you also do, if you also a rider sometimes, if you have noticed any difference on the left side, because it'll be interesting to know if all these is spreading out to the entire country. Listen, I know that a lot of people got different situations. You got bills to pay. When they do the pay cut, you were desperate and you make, I don't know, you make whatever decision though. But again, if you're one of these drivers that you didn't care and you started taking these trash rides on a nicer vehicle, again, you're sending out the wrong message. And that wrong message is not helping anybody out. It's amazing to also see some of these forums that we go to, like the Uber or Lyft subreddit, where some of these drivers complain. But I guarantee you, now that I notice it's happening in my market, I guarantee you there's a bunch of these guys complaining, but they're also going ahead, turning around, jumping on the car, and taking whatever comes up to that screen. If you're one of these drivers, again, I am, and then you're sending out the wrong message, you're screwing over everybody even more. That's all I got. That's all I got for today. Again, I didn't even know what to title this video, but I feel like I had to vent out somewhere. And it'll be nice if you guys give this video a like, so the algorithm takes the video for a ride and sends out the message, because I know riders look at these videos too, and it'll be nice to make them aware of what repercussions of looks being taken away. It'll be nice to make them aware of what happens on the driver's side. Again, thanks a lot for watching, and hey, we'll see you on the next one.